What question would you ask Elon Musk if you met him? That's actually a good question.
Hmm. You know, I'd want to know if like, and he probably wouldn't answer, but like if I could get an honest answer, I'd be really curious to know if he has any like real friends, uh, because I would suspect it's very difficult for him to have real friends. I think he has a lot of fair weather friends. You know, people who are like, "Oh, I'm your friend because you're Elon." So I actually feel bad for the guy because of that.
Yeah, hopefully he's got people that he grew up with that knew him before all the fame and the money. But if not, then yeah, I agree with you. That can actually be a very tough life. Does Kevin search for videos about himself frequently? That is actually a great question because you comment on my video back when I had like 500 subscribers.
Um, yeah, maybe like every 3 days or whatever, just to you know, see what sentiment is. I don't think it's a terrible idea. You know, because if people are confused by something, oftentimes I can clarify it in another video, right? You know, so like some people are like, oh, did Kevin get margin called or whatever? And then I can make a video going, oh, by the way, here's an update on the status of my margin. You know, so I think any smart YouTuber would at least try to pay attention to at least some social sentiment signals. Yeah.
How much have you made in the stock market? That actually is a good question.
That's a great question. I don't know, probably somewhere between 3 to 7 million bucks over the last couple years here. Yeah, maybe more. I don't know, somewhere in that range. It's positive, but I don't know what the exact number is. I've never been asked that. I think what we should do is at the end of this year, maybe just look at like 2020, and 22 tax returns, and we could just look at like what are the realized gains and what potentially what's unrealized and stack them up. I'm down to do that.
Kevin, what are your thoughts on Jeremy ending the Hungry Bowl after spending $10,000 to $20,000 a week on it?
He should have ended it last year, man. I told him, I go, I don't know how you're going to make money off of this. It's a YOLO, but I'm a big fan of high margin businesses, and this is not that. And I wish it would have worked for him, but it doesn't surprise me.
Question. Cedric says,
Yeah, no,
in hindsight, do you think you are fit to be governor of California?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm so disappointed by what our governor is doing. You know, we have this massive surplus, and we have so much crime in California, which really dissuades a lot of people from coming to California. And I was just looking, you know, we have about one officer in San Francisco for every 435 people that live in San Francisco, for example. One officer, police officer, for every 400 people that live in Los Angeles. And I'm in Paris right now. And in Paris, they have one officer for every 70 people that live in Paris. And I'm like, well, shit. No wonder there are cops everywhere. And you know what I feel? I don't feel like I'm in a police state. I feel safe. And so I think there are a lot of things that California can learn from other governments. I think that California is very stupid for not handling homelessness, mental health, financial education, water issues, fire issues, energy issues. And really what you have is a lack of leadership. You have a supermajority of Democrats that are not being led to what would be the best for the most people in the state. So it's very unfortunate. And I would have had to, obviously I've made a lot less YouTube videos, but it's fine. I think I would have brought a very real amount of realism to California and transparency that had never been seen before.